Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from Amanda Crochets, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the Christmas keyhole scarf. This scarf measures approximately 7.5 inches wide by 41 inches long. You can always customize this to make this longer or shorter depending on your preference. This is a nice, easy scarf that will help you keep your neck warm around the holiday season or the winter season. You can always change up the colors if you do not like the Christmas colors, and you can make this any colors you like, even to match your coat. So let's begin this easy tutorial on making the Christmas keyhole scarf. So for the festive keyhole scarf, you're going to need 1 skein of acrylic yarn, and I'm using Hobby Lobby I Love This Metallic, and this is in the Christmas color. This is 5 ounces or 142 grams, 252 yards or 230 meters. It is 97% acrylic, 3% metallic polyester. This is a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and the recommended hook size is a US I9 or 5.5 millimeter. Now if you wanted to substitute this yarn with something else, you are more than welcome to. You are just going to need 1 skein, so about 252 yards or less of yarn for your scarf. If you wanted to make your scarf a little bit longer, you will of course need more yarn, so you might need 2 skeins instead of the 1. And then I'm just going to be sticking with that recommended hook size of an I9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Okay, so to get started, you're going to go ahead and make a slip stitch or slip knot. And this scarf is worked making the length first. So we're going to go ahead and start with 153 chains. If you wanted to make this smaller or bigger, you can certainly make any number of chains that you would like. So to make a chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook and pull through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue making 153 chains, and I will meet back with you and show you how to make row 1. Okay, so once you have your 153 chains, we can begin row 1. So for row 1, you're going to make a half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook, and those 2 skip chains at the beginning is going to count as your first stitch. So make a half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So the loop on your hook does not count. You're going to count 3, so 1, 2, and 3 chains, and then you're going to yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that 3rd chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That is your first half double crochet. Next, you're going to yarn over your hook, find that next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. You're going to continue making 1 half double crochet in each of the stitches across your entire row. Okay, so here's what your first row is going to look like. And for those of you that are beginners, I'm going to show you where to put these stitch markers. So for this very last stitch right here, you're just going to go ahead and put your stitch marker in that stitch. And then for the very beginning, you're going to find that very first stitch, which is right here, and you're going to go into that top of the stitch. So right there. So that's going to be your first stitch, but then you're going to find the skipped 2 chains and you're going to put it in the top of that chain. So here's your first stitch, which in this case it's my red stitch, and I'm going to go 1 over, and I'm going to insert my stitch marker into that top of the chain 2. And then as you make more rows, you're just going to simply move your stitch marker up. Okay, so for rows 2 through 9, you're going to go ahead and repeat row 1. You're just going to be working in the back loops. So go ahead and chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to skip this very first stitch because that chain 2 counts as your first stitch, and you're going to go into that stitch right here, and you're going to make a half double crochet in the back loop only. So if you turn your work, you can see the tops of your stitches, and you're going to be working in this back loop only right here. So you're going to insert your hook and make a half double crochet. Yarn over, find that back loop, and make a half double crochet. Now I'm just going to go ahead and move my stitch marker, and again that chain 2 counts as your first stitch, so you have your stitch right here. You're going to insert your stitch marker to the right of that stitch. In the next stitch after that, make a half double crochet in the back loop only. So you're going to repeat this across the entire row. So I will show you what the second row looks like and how to finish the second row, as well as move on to the next row. Okay, so I'm at the end of my row, so I'm going to go ahead and remove my stitch marker, and you're going to work in that last chain 2. It might be a little bit difficult to see. And you're not going to worry about going in the back loop only for the chain. You're just going to work a half double crochet. Okay, so here is what your second row looks like, and it's going to form that little bit of a ridge as we're going into the back loop only. So chain 2 and turn. And then for the top of that chain 2, you're going to go ahead and put your stitch marker. And then for rows 3 through 9, you're going to repeat row 2, and you're just going to work 1 half double crochet into that back loop only. So once you have a total of 9 rows, I will meet back up with you and show you how to continue the pattern. Okay, so I have my 9 rows here, and you can see that little bit of a ridge by working in the back loop only. So we're going to go ahead and work our 10th row, and for our 10th row, you're going to go ahead and chain 2 and turn. And we're going to work 1 half double crochet in each of the next 22 stitches. So you're going to skip that very first stitch, which is right here, and you're going to work into that next stitch, working in that back loop only. So you're going to work in 22 stitches. And remember that chain 2 counts as your first stitch, so you're going to have a total of 23 stitches altogether. Okay, so once we have our 23 half double crochets in that back loop only, we're going to go ahead and make the keyhole part. So this, all you're going to do is chain 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Then you're going to miss 16 of your stitches below. So you're going to find that last stitch worked, and you're going to count 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So once you skip your 16 stitches, you're going to work in that next stitch after that, and you're going to continue working the pattern with the half double crochet stitches. So again, make sure you have 16 stitches. So you have, let's see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And in that 17th stitch right here, you're going to make your half double crochet in that back loop only. That might be a little bit tricky just because your chain is going to turn on you. So if you have to hold it, you might have to do that in order to get through all the 3 stitches or the 3 loops. And then you're just going to work 1 half double crochet into the back loop only of each stitch to the end of the row. So find that back loop, and you're going to go ahead and just work 1 half double crochet in the back loop only. So continue this until the end of the row, and I will show you how to move on to the next row. So here's what your scarf looks like so far, and then for that section right here, the little keyhole, you have that chain. So for row 11, you're going to go ahead and chain 2 and turn. You're going to continue the pattern working 1 half double crochet in the back loop only of each stitch across. When we get to that chain space right over here, that 16 chain space, I will show you how to work that. So work 1 half double crochet across the entire row of your scarf until you have the section where you have the chain stitches. Okay, so I'm at the part where I have the 16 chains, and when you get to the chain part, all you're going to do is you're going to make 1 half double crochet in each of the chain spaces. So I'm just going to go underneath, so I have the top 2 loops on my hook. So when you look at the chain, you're going to have the flat side facing you, and you're going to go underneath the top 2 loops. And you're going to work a half double crochet in each of those chains across. So take your time with this, it might be a little bit tricky. But again, I'm just going to go in those top 2 loops of the chain. So you're going to continue this all the way across, and then when you get to the other side of the chain, you're going to again make 1 half double crochet in each of the back loops across. So here is what that 16 chain section looks like. So for the remainder of the pattern, you're going to be working 9 rows of half double crochet in the back loop only. Once you have 9 rows completed, you're going to fasten off, and I will show you how to style this scarf. So again, work 9 rows of half double crochet in the back loop only, and I will meet up with you at the end of the pattern. Okay, so I have a few more stitches left. And you're just going to continue with that half double crochet across. Okay, so once you reach your final stitch, you're going to go ahead and cut a tail. I already did that, so you're going to leave a little bit of a tail so you can weave that in. And then after your final stitch, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through, and then you're going to go ahead and tighten. Then you're going to get your stitch, you're going to get your tapestry needle, and you're going to go ahead and weave in your ends. And I'm just going to go ahead and go in between the stitches. Just to really hide that end. And I usually go back and forth 3 times just to really make sure that it's secure. But if you find a different way to weave in your ends, go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to go one way, go the second way, and then I'm going to go right back a final time. Okay, and once you feel like your tail end is secure, you're just going to go ahead and cut that off. And you're going to do that for both of your tail ends. And then your scarf is complete. So let me zoom out a little bit, and you could see that keyhole part. And all you're going to do is you're going to, and you can have your keyhole part on either side, the left or the right, it's totally up to you. But you're just going to get that other end of your scarf, and you're just going to pull it through that keyhole, and then that way it lays nice and flat against your neck. And it's really nice for the cold winter season, or even the fall, just to have that little bit of warmth around your neck. Now again, if you wanted to make this in a different color besides this Christmas color, you can definitely do that. This will look very nice in any color. You can even match this scarf to match your, you can even have this scarf match your winter coat if you so choose. So thank you so much for joining me today and learning how to make the Christmas keyhole scarf. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting. Bye.